Well, I guess my rest is over. Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. MFJJ here, talking about the new CBE Micro DeFy Arrow Rest. Now at first glance, you gotta take a look at this and go, okay, so it's a CBE quad. Because it looks very much like a QAD rest, and I think it functions in a lot of ways like a QAD rest, with a couple exceptions. This has a brake in it when it comes down to where it won't bounce back up. Furthermore, everything on here is metal. Everything. I want to say this rest is $189. Haven't played with one yet. Let's just take a look at it. You can read their little cue card. What do they say here? They say you got internal bounce back prevention system. That's the, when it falls, it sticks. It's by design, so it doesn't fall back. It's not defective. Now I want to say, yeah, it won't cock up when it's pointed downwards, and I'm not sure what the feature of that is. I want to say the internals make it to where it's like that. However, it won't affect anything negatively, and it does engage when you pull on it, whereas some of the ones that you cock do not do that. As you pull, some of the others you have to cock it up first to get it to stay up. So that's the only position where it won't operate in, but pull it back, let it go quickly, it goes down, and there's a brake on purpose so you don't get that little bounce back. Looks really clean. It's very light physically for what it is, and it's all micro drive left to right, so you loosen your screw, drive it up and down, left and right. Let's bolt it on. There should be some mounting screw in there. Oh. There we go. So it does appear to be a bit less expensive than the competitors, so you are saving a little money there. But outside of that, full metal construction I would think would be very appealing. If you want a cock-up containment style rest, this would definitely be one that I would look at. Putting it on a Bowtech here just to see how it lines up. Probably should have used an Elite because, you know, they're like the same company and whatnot. But I like to see how everybody's stuff bolts onto somebody else's, because a lot of times if something doesn't line up right, that's when you're going to find it. This does allow you to put both screws in. You would need to use different screws than are provided here because they're going to touch when you go to tighten it up. But it does clear the cage. So, and you can back it up a little bit to there. Let's see how our left to right looks on here. Yeah, it's pretty close. It would need to bump out a little bit, but there's more than enough room to do that. And just like the quad, there's a couple holes under here. If you can see those there. So you can move the launcher left to right without adjusting the micro drive. So you get it in the ballpark of the vicinity and then finite adjust it. Let's see how those clicks feel. Haven't played with that yet. Yeah, so it's not click, it's thread, but click is not really necessary or relevant. You just want it to be on a thread. And another plus that gets overlooked a lot with a micro drive thread system, one, if it ever vibrates loose, it's still attached in the same spot, where a slide adjusting one, if the screw vibrates loose, it's going to fall all the way to the bottom. So that's a nice feature. Just remember when you're using a micro like that, when you tighten it down, twist the micro all the way one way, or it might sit there and vibrate. Let's see how that works. Hang on here. There it goes. So that's a really fine adjustment. And that's on purpose and by design, because these will pull back, engage, and set back down just like a quad does. And the mechanism inside has to be really precise to work correctly. I think this may actually function a little better than the other, but I'm loving that brake because, man, these bounce back a lot. That will eliminate any of that stuff. And you can actually come around this side of it, Jason. So when you watch this, when it disengages down, it slowly goes down to the bottom. That's the brake. That's really slick. I haven't seen one function that clean before. This is intriguing. When they first told me they were going to send me one of these, I was like, okay, another quad. But this actually does look like an excellently functioning system. They will be on the website available for sale if you want to try one. If you want to use a cock-up style rest. I'm a limb-driven fan myself, but I also hadn't seen one of these that I really thought was awesome. And that looks pretty cool. might be worth taking a look at. Head on over to podiumarchery.com for all those archery needs, $99 and up. It's free shipping, which includes this. I want to say they're $189. I think we got a dozen or so of them in. Maybe that'll interest you. Maybe it's something you want to look at. Come on over, check it out. Follow along on the Instagram because we're starting to give away bows. We've had enough views, and I want everybody to be able to take part in that and see it. And make sure to comment on the videos so I can possibly pick you for the next free bow. Thanks for checking us out.